Hi everyone, I'm Susan with Pigtail Quilting and Stitching. Welcome to my channel. On this video, you're going to see an updated tour of my sewing room. I've done videos on my sewing room before, but this is one that I've just changed things around a little bit, and I kind of want to show you what I've done. So, let's get started. So I'm going to take you in a tour of my sewing room. And I've done this before, but it's changed around. I want to kind of give you an updated tour. So we'll start by coming in. I'm coming in the door, and I'm just going to go straight ahead to a little hutch I have here. So I just kind of have some of my little toy Singer sewing machines. And then I added these little plates. They were kind of colorful and gave me some color since I have a lot of red down here. And so I kind of wanted to add in that. And then I got a little microwave earlier this last, I think, year. And also a little tea kettle so I can kind of have tea down here when I want to. So I kind of like the color, and I just thought it was really cute. So I just thought had to add it. And I do have the little refrigerator, which you've kind of seen pictures on my Instagram, but I don't think I've shown it to you on a video, but I'm going to show you where it's finally ended up. So I'll be showing you that too. So over here I have just a quilt on a quilt ladder. And over here I have my TV. And this is a little where I have my TV. I can also kind of store things, and I've just kind of changed it up a little bit, and I put some of my vintage things, and I'll open those up in a little bit as I turn around here. When I stop, I'll open that up, kind of show you what I have in there, as well as what I have in the hutch, because I did change it around. I kind of have been trying to find ways that meet my organization needs, or my fabric needs. So I opened this little cabinet, and I used to have little clear bins that I had my fat quarters in, and I have moved those to another area, and I'll show you those when I do a video on all my closets and storage. So that's going to be coming up, and you got to take a peek inside the closets, because I've been asked where do I store my things that are seasonal, and I'll show you how I have my quilts arranged in closets when I'm not using them. And so you'll just get to see a lot of closets. So here I just have some of my Christmas fabric and leftover scraps of Christmas, and some are empty still, but that's where I have these. So these are easier to pull out on these two shelves. So then I'll move around here, give you a quick view of what I have moved, and some of this you've seen, but I'll show you how I arranged it. I have some of my bowls, some of my cute little stove, and some of my vintage things. And kind of when I clean out or something, I do like to kind of, rearrange. I'll do this one. And even though my, like the tomato pincushion is all done, I like to save the boxes, and I can also use them for storage, but I kind of did rearrange that a little bit too. So over here I just have some quilts hung, and I do change those out occasionally too. And then over here I have my, what I use this for cutting, but I found out that ironing on it just works really well. It's the right height for me. So I kind of change out. I still can use it for cutting, and I do, but I really like it for pressing. So this just works really well for pressing. And then I still have some of my smaller rulers here, and I can plug in. I have my plug-in all ready to go, and I just have to plug in my iron, and so I can kind of press, and I can scoot these together if I need. These are just some Lori Holt, that little thicker fabric that she makes her bags out of, the utility kind of heavier fabric, and I covered one of those June Taylor cutting or ironing mats. So I just, have showed that in a previous video too when I've gone to retreats. So over here is still the bookcase I've had, still in the same place. I just have some bowls there, some quilts, and I have some of my greens and my yellows on fabric boards. And then down here below my ironing, cutting island, I moved my little truck here, which I have, and just put that on the bottom. So moving around here, you can see where I got my little refrigerator, and I've had it for a while. That's why I kind of found the little microwave and the little tea kettle that I have also. And so I just have this and have water and maybe some pops in there, a little Sprite or something to drink. And it really does keep it cold. And I have little ice cubes trays in there also. It works pretty well. Over here, I have my sewing machine and my little 3 carts that are here that I really like. I like to have kind of a little kitchen mat thin under my sewing machine. It kind of grips it. I think I've showed these before. I have one in red and I have this one. And they're rubber on the back of these little kitchen mats. And I think I got these at Target, this one. I think I showed this. But then also here, I have a smaller version of the little IKEA cart, and it's the mini one. And then over here, I have some drawers in my sewing table. I just have a quilt. When I'm not sewing, I have a little quilt folded over my table. And when I'm down here, want to cut, because I am shorter, I can cut pretty easy on this. And I can kind of stand over it, so I do get really good cuts. So I kind of made that kind of where I cut. And then I just have some of these little cubes under here that I can store. And I had some black drawers, but I've put my cut pieces in another area, and I can show where I moved that. So I kind of did a total reorganization. Just some of my cute little things out on display here. I painted these. These were, I got a Hobby Lobby, and I just put some paint that I found at Joann's. I've got some covered buttons that I like to have in there in my little Pyrex. And then when I ordered this from the Container Store, and I really like it. It comes in all different colors, and so I ordered one of these, and I just kind of think it looks kind of cute right where it's at. Some Lori Holt's fabric up here. Some of the cross-stitch pillows. Some of my cross-stitch pillows are upstairs. So some of my cross-stitch pillows that I have down here normally are upstairs because we're getting ready for a quilt show in our quilt guild. So I'm going to be using some for a display. Come around here, show you the back of here. And also I have a little 6 of these cubes here. And then I have the extra little black containers that I can also put in the one in the front if I need more storage. So I just have some stuffing in there and a few things, and pretty much most of them are empty right now. And then over here, back up, I just still have this where it was at before. And I have my Sunday stroll quilt moved down here. I've used it at Christmas. I think I've used it at Valentine's, but it kind of looks cute. When there's no holidays, I leave it in my sewing room. So it kind of does go really well down here. I'm going to show you what I have over here. I'll open these up. Then I have some of my fat quarters and my jelly rolls and another kit that I'm going to be making. I'm just working on a quilt for my daughter right now, so I'll be kind of showing that later on. And let's see, I'll open this one over here. And here's some more of my fat quarter bundles also. And these little red boxes are from Fat Quarter Shop, Lori Holt's little card boxes, and I have some upstairs in my closet upstairs for my stitching room, but I have the ones that are the red and the blue down here. So I have a little Great Granny squared small quilt behind my chair. And I have my stitching chair here, or just watching TV chair. Also, I did make a cover for my magnifying light. And this one I just took two, actually I just think it's one placemat, and folded it in half and made a cuff and just sewed the two sides, and it really works well for a, let's see if I can get it off of there, for a cover. I've made two of these, so, and then I have my other one that I made also for as a little quilt for my stitching room. And I just have this little storage ottoman, and I can keep my cover to my sewing machine and a few things like that. So just give you another little preview over here. And I use this little vintage tomato. I think it was for like relish tray or something. I just keep my little tea bags in here. So if I want to have tea or something, it works pretty well. So there we go. So just give you one more little cruise around. I am going to be showing in my next video, besides the closets, about tying a bow. And I've had how we tie the bows on my quilts. And basically, I just kind of tie them just exactly like you would a regular bow, and then you kind of fiddle with it to make it kind of, get straight, and then you kind of fluff up the edges. But I will be demonstrating that also. But I just kind of wanted to give you kind of an updated tour on my sewing room. I do have this little table, and I put some of my ironing, baby iron in there, spray starch in there. Back up over here. So yeah, we're getting ready for our quilt show. It's coming up next month, so that's always something to look forward to. So I have some of my things are getting ready to go for a little short presentation and kind of some displays. So I'll be kind of sharing that with you later on also. So I just want to kind of share what I've kind of been working on. I've been working on this for a long time. I kind of set it aside when other projects come, but it's this Thimble Blossoms. I think it's called Hideaway by Bonnie and Camille, or no, Camille Ross Kelly. And so I just have a few of the blocks done, not a lot, still have a long way to go, but I think it'll be really cute when it's finished. And I love the blue and the green together. So I just thought I'd kind of show you that. And then I mentioned also I've been working on a quilt for my daughter, and I've got just recently, I'll move over here, and I just recently, it's called Northern Lights. I just recently got the rows sewn together, the blocks sewn together in rows. So this next week I'll be sewing the rows together. So I have mine marked with my little labels to make sure that you can see how they are. So that they're all in order, and that makes it really nice when you go to lay them out. So it's I think it's going to be turn out pretty nice when it's done. So I want to kind of also show that what I've been working on. And then I've been working on some Adopt-A-Bear quilts, and for a display for our quilt show also. So I got that to show you too. So there's gonna be a lot of things coming up that I will get to. So in the near future videos. But I just want to kind of share those things, what I was working on. And I kind of kept them over here. The little blue and green one I keep over here, so I can kind of pull it out if I have a little spare time. So I thought I'd just give you a little quick look into my refrigerator. Show you my I got a little candy dish too with some wrapped candy that's kind of fun to have in your sewing room. And then also I'll just give you a little peek into my little refrigerator. So I have some water and then my Sprite. It does really a good job at keeping it cold. And then it also has a place for ice cubes, and the ice cubes do work really well too. So, and I don't think I lifted the lid to show you my little cover buttons, but I'll do that. And I kind of use those on some of my pillows and too, but I have some ones like that. Thank you for watching this video and for all of your kind comments and feedback.